Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? My name is J Cash Guna. I am an Arsenal fan. I'm doing this video so that I can talk about my team, Arsenal. Now, Arsenal has been in a good run of form all through the season. It's actually looking like this is going to be our season. And yes, there's been a bit of hiccups, especially with the last game against Wolves, and everybody has been going around ranting, shouting. But I just want to point out something that most people are not observing, right? A lot of people tend to see Wolves because they're on 2 points, they're at the bottom of the league. People actually think that, oh yeah, Wolves is actually a bad team. Now, if you have been following the game since last season and even this season, you will see that Wolves is not a bad team. Actually, the position on the table right now does not justify Wolves. Wolves have one of the best attack minded teams. They're literally one of the best attack minded teams in the Premier League. The problem that Wolves has been having this season is that of structure. I think the management has to be reviewed, the managers, the team, because it is actually the structure and the style of play that is affecting them. Individual talent, individual skills, they've got it. They've got it. They just lack that management to get to put them all together. All through the season, Wolves have been going gun ho. They've been coming out, trying to attack teams, trying to put in on the press, but they've usually been hit on the counter, and it has been affecting them. The midfield is good, but it's not structured. The information coming from the bench has not been the best. The defense is also decent, but a good defense, there has to be a massive support from the midfield, and Wolf has been struggling with that, right? They're good going forward, but they're rubbish in the midfield and the bad in defense. And not because the individual defenders are bad, it's just because of the structure and the system of play that they play. Now, the game against Arsenal was the first time throughout the season that Wolves actually decided to play with a structure and a plan. All through, they've been going let's attack, and it has been backfiring on them. That's why you see them struggling. They only got 2 points. But against Arsenal, it was the first time that they decided to play with a system, a tactics, and a structure. They went defensive and they were focusing on the counter attack, and it was hard because Arsenal did not expect that they were going to do that. This is not an excuse. I'm just saying that aside from the fact that yeah, Arsenal struggled, but realistically, I think Wolves are better than Man United. Wolves are better than Tottenham. Wolves are better than so many teams in the top. But it's just because they don't have a good structure and a management, and that is what is been effective. And if the game against Man U was played again and Wolves decided to play with a better structure and a system, they will beat Man U. Yes, I know Man United gave them 4-1, but they will beat Man U. So this is what I'm trying to say. You people should stop looking at Wolves as that very, very, very bad team. They are not. Realistically, I think they're going to surprise everybody. I think the game against Arsenal have actually showed them that if they could play with a bit more structure, coordination, composure, calmness, they will be able to do better. And I can bet you from now on, keep watching the Wolves game. You realize that they'll start doing better. They'll start winning games. They'll start scoring goals. And you get to see that the game against Arsenal was not Arsenal being bad, but was actually Wolves being good. All from last season, the 2 seasons ago, they've been a very, very strong attacking team. But they've always had that weakness when it comes to defense. It's just about structure. Arsenal is the way Arsenal is because the managers got good ideas on how to coordinate the midfield, the defense, and the attackers have a structure. They have a way that they play. Doesn't matter how good you are, if you're playing in a bad team or you're playing in a team that's got a bad structure or a game plan, you will suffer. But I can bet you from the game in Arsenal, it would have been a big eye opener to let them know that they could do better. Remember, the first time they decided to actually play with the structure and come out, the players themselves, they saw the individual skills. That's why they had to fall back because they knew that they were not playing with schoolboy team. They knew that these guys had the potential to hurt them. It was all about the natural fear factor that a player puts into you. If you know they're rubbish, your confidence builds. But Wolves were not bad. Anyways, that's where I'm going to stop for now. This is going to be my first video, but I'm going to be doing more on talking about games with Arsenal and sometimes talking about other teams as well. So guys, please, those of you that are just seeing me, please like this video, share, and please subscribe so that we can actually start up a new journey together. Come on, you Gunners!